Hello everyone, this is FantasyEsque and welcome back to The Sims 4 Vampire Amazon with the Salazar Coven. Before we begin, I want to say a very special welcome to my channel members. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it immensely. We are picking up with our princess and Isadora once more in the dungeon, about to have the first sparring match. So today is when our lovely princess begins her physical training with the champion Isadora so that she can challenge her mother for the throne and crown. So essentially the goal of this is to spar as much as possible with Isadora until the princess beats her. So once the princess manages to defeat Isadora in battle, then we'll say that she has prepared enough and received enough training to be able to take on her mother for the crown. So since today is the first proper sparring match that they're having, everyone, and it's training day, I mean, so everyone is busy in the training room doing their own boxing and sparring. And if they're not, then they're watching this particular match like us that's going on. So without further ado, let's dive right in and see what the outcome of the first match shall be. I mean, I'm not expecting Aphrodite to win because typically the princesses take, quite a bit of sparring with the champion before they're able to beat them. However, Isadora is a brand new champion, so she's not someone who's been around from the beginning in this role, so who knows if she actually is as hardy as Sol might have been if Sol was alive. Okay, as you can see, our training room is very full right now. We have Siri and Yuki along with Queen Wisteria on the punching bags over here, and then we have Galaxia on this end with Saphira sparring there, and then we have Zelda watching everything alongside Lady Oriana and the old Lady Zora, who is a tad bit frail, I will say. Just a tad bit. But we don't have room to have everyone train in one go, so that's why we have kind of split between an audience and Sims who are actually also doing their own training. But we'll probably swap out the other ladies once some of these youngsters are done. But let's get Aphrodite to spar with Isadora, and this is also why they're in their dark forms. I'm very excited because we've been waiting for this a while. We've been training up our princess a while to get her in a good enough space to receive some combat training from Lady Isadora. She has been getting trained by Isadora in her vampiric powers, but she hasn't received combat training yet. So let's see how this is gonna go. I hope they have enough room. I think they should have enough room. They should? They should. This is a spacious place. Yep, I think they have room. Okay, guys, let's see. Let's have a look. Here they go. Now everyone's watching. Okay, the queen does like fitness. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yep, everyone's abandoned their own thing and they're like engrossed in this, which totally makes sense. That totally makes sense. Oh, yep. We expected that. Isadora definitely deserves to be champion. If you're going to be beaten by the princess who is unpracticed, like in the first go, then you definitely don't deserve to be champion. Yeah. But this is good because this is also going to help get Aphrodite's vampiric powers up. So, well, that's nice. That's nice. Do we want to go for round 2 maybe? Let's go for round 2, I reckon. Go for round 2, and then maybe we will let the others do some training as well. Okay, one more. One more. And I'll try as much as possible to capture these matches in the episodes so that we are here when the princess does go ahead and manage to beat Isadora. We haven't always had that. Like, sometimes I have recorded after they have beat the champion. Like, I think with Athena, we didn't see her as a princess beat the champion. I played her, she beat the champion, and then I recorded afterwards. Because we would train. Really? Oh my goodness, Aphrodite! Guys! Guys! Aphrodite just beat the champion, like, in the second battle. Well, is she just strong, or is our champion a little bit weak? I mean, she hasn't been in the role too long. That was unexpected. I thought we'd have to practice, like, for a few days at least. Apparently not. Okay, guys. Well, by the looks of things, Aphrodite is well and truly prepared at this point to challenge her mother for the crown. She can challenge her mother for the crown if she wants to. Now, I know some of you have been asking me if I am going to wait until Ciri becomes an immortal before we move to the next generation. See, I was thinking that I may wait until Ciri is an immortal because I figured it would take a little bit of time for Aphrodite to, get to the point where she's able to beat Isadora. But apparently not. She got it, like, literally on her second go. Now, I would wait and I could, but Ciri is turning into an immortal, look at this, in about 2 weeks' time. So, and then she has a birthday on the Royal Tournament. So this is gonna take us a fair bit of time. Like, that's a long wait. I could play through all of that, but I try not to play so much without it being for the series, because I don't really play this like for fun in my free time. This is like YouTube time for me, if that makes sense. So I only play this game when I'm sitting down to record, and if I have to, like, prepare something for an episode, then I'll play before, but other than that, I don't just play for the sake of playing. So that is a long wait. I mean, in the past, this has happened pretty much in every generation. We have moved to the new queen, and typically we have one teenager from the new court. So whoever's the youngest in the previous generation, typically they're still a teen when we move to the new court, and then they age up. It happened with Nymphadora. It happened with, I think it was Oriana. She was a teen. So I'm not entirely against kind of just moving on as soon as possible and having Ciri be a teen in the new court and then age up. So we might do that. We might just follow precedence and move Ciri to the new court as a teen. She's gonna take on her role as a teen, and then she'll kind of age up. So we might see that. She is a brood mother, though. That's another thing. Ciri, maybe that's why you guys were asking, because Ciri is a brood mother. So if we go by the typical breeding cycle, then the brood mother has to have her baby first. So Ciri would get pregnant first, and then, like, the queen and everyone else would have their turn, because Ciri would have to move out after she has her baby. So I don't know how we would do that. unless we like moved her, because I'm trying to think through, unless we moved her to the creature cradle as a teen to be the brood mother, but I don't know if they can live by themselves as a teen. We could have her move as a teen and then assign a soldier to her. Yeah, maybe we could assign a soldier to her, one of her cousins, like the Salazar boys, because Wisteria has had a lot of sons, so I'm sure one of them would be able to stay there. And then when she ages up into a young adult, like when she ages up into an immortal and she's ready to have a baby, then we can have her temporarily move back into the castle to do that. I kind of want to wait though, because I also have, like I also have to build the new castle, which I've done the exterior. I haven't done landscaping and I haven't done any interior, but I've made the structure essentially. So I don't know, guys. Let me know. What do you think? I mean, we could prematurely age her up. Maybe I'll just play through until she is a immortal. Only because she's a brood mother, and it would like throw everything out of whack if she wasn't ready. You guys are making me think very deeply. Very, very deeply. I might have to play through, guys. We might spend the next couple of episodes, because now at this point, Aphrodite has... She's ready. She's ready to challenge the queen at any point she wants now. So I'm thinking we might wait before Ciri is an immortal, and then once she's an immortal, then we'll probably get the princess to challenge the queen for the crown. So until that point, it might be a lot of episodes like in the coven, us just seeing the dynamics between the ladies, their relationships with each other, all of those kind of things. So let me know if you guys are okay with that. That's where my mind is at. Because Ciri in the next generation has to have her baby first, so she has to be an immortal. But okay, let's just go ahead and 10 autonomy to full. Now I think Zelda didn't get any training done, Ariana didn't, and we'll get our alchemist to join in as well. Yeah, she can do some boxing. I'll let these guys kind of do their training for the day. So they'll do their training for the day, and then the others can more or less go about doing what they want, tending to the needs. Now Zora, she needs to make more potions as well. The vampires are going to get thirsty pretty soon, but I think we have time for her to do her boxing, drink the last potion she has left, and then she is going to go ahead and brew. We'll do that. Excellent. We'll do that. And then while everyone's awake, I'm also going to go ahead and just see their whims, and maybe we can get them to work on their relationships. Now, Ciri has homework. I wanted to do a homework, actually. That's something I need to get working on for my vampires, like the youngsters. I need to try and make sure that they do their homework, because they will not want to on their own. And this is important. I mean, they go to Vampire Academy, at least in my mind, and I feel like they should have a good education, right? They should. They should. So I'll let Ciri work on that, but let's see. Let's see. I don't know if we have a mystical relic to fuse together. Practice dancing in a floor mirror? We don't have a floor mirror. We don't have a floor mirror. Give me something I can work with. Go for a jog. Okay, that we can do. That we can definitely do. She might die. Especially if it is out in the sun at this point. It's kind of dangerous to go for a jog, but we'll keep it. We might be able to work on it like at nighttime. Okay, Aphrodite already wants to try for a baby, but no, honey. Not in this generation, you don't. It's also because of our lot trait makes them want to have children. Oh, you also have to train. Yeah, you have to box. Apparently sparring doesn't count as training. Isadora, let's come down, practice punching. While you're doing that, though, find a vampire mentor. Now that I can approve of. So Princess wants to continue being stronger. That is good. I mean, the thing with the Princess is she doesn't have any sisters, so we don't necessarily have to like rush her challenging the Queen either, because if she fails the first time, she can just challenge the Queen again. Like, she doesn't have a younger sister to pass it down to. So she for sure is going, unless she dies. She for sure is going to be the Queen unless she dies before that point. So there's really no rush on that end. Okay, Yuki, what's this? Gain a vampire rank. Yes, we can work on that. Lady Isadora wants to level up in fitness. Okay, I think the fact that Aphrodite, on her first day of training with Isadora, managed to beat her, would put a dent in Isadora's pride, and she would acknowledge the fact that she quite possibly needs to train more, and that she is not up to par in her role as a tough champion. So that makes sense. Okay, Isadora. Let's see. Oh, there we go. This is one that I like. Be friendly with Oriana. Of course, we can do that for sure. We can be friendly with Oriana. What? Fighting child? Who's fighting? I don't know who was squabbling and who was fighting. Unless it's Aphrodite. Maybe the sparring? Why would that upset you, though? Your daughter won. That is good. She wasn't fighting. She was practicing. She was practicing, and she won. So, really, there's nothing to be concerned about there. She's doing exactly what she needs to do. Okay, Saphira wants to level up in Mischief. Okay. Galaxia wants to be friendly with Saphira. I love that. And then let's see, Zelda. Let's see, Zelda. Admire, oh, okay, she doesn't want to anymore. She wants to play a card game. I like that. I like that a lot. It helps their relationships up quite a bit. Oriana wants to, let's see, ooh, okay. The princess is massaging Oriana's feet. Well. She wants to write a sci-fi novel. A sci-fi novel. I don't know how I feel about that. A new book. Maybe she wants to write about, this whole instance. Or maybe she wants to write about reclaiming Castle Narkissa. Who knows? Maybe it's this particular instance. Maybe the battle that just happened with Isadora. And how the princess did really well. And then, I'm so sorry. I'm going to wake you up temporarily. She wants to become energized. What can I give you to make you energized? A brisk shower. We'll do that. We'll do that in an old age. But I am going to get a few things in order, and then I'll be right back. It's 8:30 a.m. Lady Zora has finished making a few batches of potions, which she has given to the vampiresses, so their thirst has been well met. And now we can go about completing some of their whims and just relaxing in the castle. Siri is off at academy, so we won't be seeing her until she comes back. Let's get started with Aphrodite. Now, she wanted to find a vampire mentor, if I'm not mistaken. And currently, she is a master vampire, but so is Isadora. She's been getting training from Isadora this whole time, So it also kind of makes sense that she would know Isadora's own techniques and maybe she used that against Isadora when sparring. But now she has to get training from her mother, who is a grandmaster, so from the queen herself. Um, because there's like no other way she's going to be able to find a mentor. So I think is Lady Zelda, yeah. So she can get trained by Lady Zelda and by Wisteria. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Right, well, let's get this going, shall we? Here we go, here we go. Come on. There we go. Let everybody do their own thing. Let everybody do their own thing. Okay, this makes me happy. I keep thinking of Cassandra when I look at Princess Aphrodite because of the pastel blue hair. I think Cassandra had pastel blue hair, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think so. I'm kind of excited because of that. To have like a blue-haired queen. We haven't had that before. Okay, good. So she has a really nice mentor in her mother. Now, Yuki wanted to gain an entire vampire rank, so Yuki is super ambitious. She could, she's gonna go to Zelda. Let's go to Zelda. Zelda is your best bet at this point. You should spend some time with Zelda. Request vampiric training. She's sick too right now, but I don't think that's gonna phase her. She is determined as can be. One of you also made a comment, I think on the episode where Yuki like had her birthday, or the episode after, saying that it is very intriguing that Lady Swan Knox was the most beautiful vampiress in like her generation in the court at the time, and then her daughter Nymphadora was the most beautiful afterwards, and then Oriana was the most beautiful, and now Yuki's the most beautiful. I think that's what you guys were saying. And that is very, very true. I don't remember if they were all the most beautiful in their court, but I know they were all very beautiful vampiresses. Kind of like the Ranarine line. I feel like all the ladies in the Ranarine line have always been stunning. The Salazars, it depends. I feel like the Salazars are a bit of a hit and miss. Like, more often than not, you'll have sisters that are stunning, and then you'll have some other sisters that look a bit more average. In my opinion, um, I think Cassandra was quite pretty from what I remember. Lilith was pretty. Narcissa was gorgeous. I think a lot of you guys consider Narcissa as the most beautiful queen that we've had. I think Wisteria is the most beautiful one we've had. But yeah, Narcissa was really pretty. And then we had Narcissa's daughters. Genevieve died young, but Genevieve wasn't much of a looker from what I remember. Freya was gorgeous. Freya was very pretty. And then we had Athena, who I don't feel like was as pretty as Freya. She had like a fierce beauty to her. Once she became queen, but I don't know. I always thought she looked a bit awkward as a teen. And then but then her teen years were also quite rushed. Then we had Athena's daughters. Wisteria and Zelda, they're identical twins. I feel like they are just stunning. I know their bug eyes bother some of you, but I don't. I love their bug eyes. They look so pretty. And then they had Isadora, who Isadora is also pretty. I don't feel like she's as pretty as her sisters, but she is nice looking. She's got a fierceness to her, but she does look good. And then we have Wisteria, her only daughter Aphrodite, which I feel like Aphrodite is prettier than what Genevieve was, but I still think she's probably the least prettiest out of all the royal princesses we've had born, at least in my opinion. You guys let me know what you think, but that's just my opinion. And then her cousins are gorgeous. I mean, Galaxy is really pretty. She's a different kind of pretty from she looks more like Athena than anything else. Her sister Saphira looks the most like their mother and aunt. So obviously, I love her because of that. She's got those bug eyes. I really appreciate it. Siri is also really pretty. A different pretty, but she's quite lovely. So that was a bit of a tangent, but that's just personally what I feel like. But anyways, I think the point I was making is that the Nox line, every single girl born there has been beautiful. Like every single girl they've had has been beautiful. And Yuki is no exception. Did you gain a rank? I think she got some mentoring done. Let's do some dark meditation. And then we'll try and find maybe the queen. You have to wait a bit. Let's just do some dark meditation. We'll just do that. Just gonna have to come back and continue this another time. Okay, Isadora. I don't know what she wanted to do, but apparently she's done it. Okay, good on you. Wisteria also seems to have done it. I think she wanted to be nice to Ophelia. Not Ophelia, sorry. Oriana? Oh my goodness, sometimes I keep mixing their names up. Oriana, which is probably friends with Oriana, so she's friendly to her anyways all the time. Okay. Saphira. Level up in Mischief. Saphira is the next champion in line, so she has to practice her fitness skill and she has to be fit, but she really dislikes. She dislikes it, so she never has fun when she does things like this. She does it because she has to. It's required of her. But okay, guys, I think we can continue some like the whims and stuff in the next episode possibly. For now, though, I am going to leave off. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.